take a look at the chip count. Everybody, incidentally, has one a hand with the exception of Phil Miller, who is short stacked, but not dramatically so. The Mosenair, least experienced player at the table, is our chip leader. Barry Tompkins, Michael Gratz, Leanne Tweeden at the Poker Dome in downtown Las Vegas. Ace-Jack suited from Blair.
Raising in this spot with this type of hand is good. You want to get all the junk hands out, and you figure to have the best hand at the table.
Gilliland with a pair of eights will certainly look at the flop. 3, 4, and 9, no help.
That's actually a very good flop for Gilliland's hand. If Blair was raising with overcards, as he most likely is, and he was in this spot, his hand is still the best. I'd like to see him raise in this situation to really define his hand.
And he did. 10. Make it 10.
Now it's up to Blair. Is he on a diamond draw, or does he really have a hand here?
Call. He is going to call.
Well, he does have 6 outs.
4 on the turn.
I'd like to see Gilliland continue betting here. He's been the aggressor.
Checked, however.
Great card for Gilliland's hand.
Check, check. So Gilliland will take it down. Probably not quite as aggressively as you might have expected. Well, Gilliland is a guy who is an aspiring screenwriter, would love to pen the perfect tale for his trip to the Poker Dome.
I've been writing screenplays since I was 18 years old. The perfect screenplay for the Poker Dome is I get down to the end, me and one other guy, and he sucks out the cards only on the end, and I don't win. Fortunately, as soon as we step off the plane in South Carolina, my wife had bought a lucky lottery ticket that comes through for us. Through playing poker, learning patience, and knowing the ups and downs, I've become a great man and a great father for my future son.
That's a good story, and there is his wife, Jessica. She's on hand here. His mom is also here, and his stepdad. So he's got quite an entourage here. And he played that last hand well.
He did. Maybe won a few less chips.
Right.
But it was a safe play.
Well, not much for anybody to be too proud of here.
Kiviranta might raise. He's a very aggressive player, as most Europeans are. It's going to be interesting to see how the table reacts to that.
Well, he raised to 4,000, and he's going to win it. So first raise wins.
Kiviranta is actually an action junkie. Goes and lives in the Alps during the winters and snowboards and snow skis. So fearless.
You got to be fearless to live in Finland. It's part of the deal. There's a couple of little pairs here. Gilliland with a pair of 4s, Green a pair of 3s. Could make for an interesting hand.
Absolutely.
There's a pair for Le Mosenair. Now it should get even more interesting, I think.
And an open-ended straight draw for Blair.
Yes. 4,000. Then I imagine there'll be some takers here.
This is really an interesting bet. Betting a pair of 4s into 4 people. Might be tough to win, but he manages to do it.
He did. He did.
What are you trying to do, build my confidence?
Back-to-back wins for Gilliland. It makes him the chip leader now.
Call.
Kivirinta's got the goods here. Raised to 5,000.
I like it. You got to protect a big hand like kings.
Call.
It's a call from Miller with a pair of 6s.
I like just flat calling with the 6s. You want to see a flop here, and Gilliland does the right thing and gets out of the way.
Queen, ace, and deuce, 3 clubs. And Miller, you can see his heart rate up over 130.
Check.
And rising.
Why is it that whenever you have kings, there's a zillion aces in the deck?
It's true, huh?
Every single time you have kings, an ace comes out on the board. It's a proven fact.
It's just a given.
5,000.
Miller, 5,000. He could be walking into the lion's mouth here.
Well, Kiviranta has the nut club draw along with his kings. So if a club falls here, it could be an expensive pot for Miller.
Could be. It is not a club. Now, let's see what Miller is thinking.
Look at him looking at Kiviranta.
Checks. Kiviranta trying to think.
Good check on the river there.
Well, Kiviranta checks and he will win a hand. He now has 63,000 chips. Gilliland is still our chip leader at 68,000. We're coming back.